The lifestyle of Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas is a Greek professional tennis player and one of the most promising tennis stars of the present. Not only is he the youngest player ranked in the top 10 by the Association of Tennis Professionals, but at 23, he also has a career-high ranking of number 5 in the world, making him the highest-ranked Greek player in history. He has won 7 ATP single titles and became the youngest winner of the year and championships in 18 years when he became the champion at the 2019 ATP Finals. Obviously, with stats like that, we're all wondering how much he has in the bank, what kind of house he calls home, what he drives, and how he got to where he is today. Stick around and we'll tell you more about his life, his career, net worth, and a whole lot more. Remember to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on your favorite celebrities. Stefanos was born in Athens, Greece on the 12th of August 1998. While he has worked incredibly hard to become one of the most successful tennis players of all time, he kind of also has the tennis gene locked into his DNA. Both his parents are experienced players, and his mother, Julia Apostoli, was world #1 junior who had a career-high professional ranking inside the top 200 and represented the Soviet Union in the Federation Cup back in 1980. When Stefanos was born, both his parents worked as tennis instructors at a resort south of Athens. Stefanos is the oldest of 3 children, and surprise, surprise, all 4 of the Tsitsipas clan are tennis players. It's not that their parents tried to force them into the sport, but it was always a big part of their lives. And Stefanos himself says that tennis forms a part of most of his first memories. He remembers watching matches on TV and in person. While he took part in other sports as a child, he himself made the decision to become a professional tennis player at the age of 9. According to his father, Stefanos woke up in the middle of the night after watching a tournament in France and told him that he wants to become a tennis player, saying he likes the competition and the challenge. No doubt, it must have made his father very happy. Stefanos has been trained by his father for most of his career, and his father actually formerly studied tennis coaching at the University of Athens in order to help train his children. When Stefanos turned 15, he started training at the Patrick Mouratoglou Academy, splitting his time between France and Greece. 2 years later, in 2017, he won his first ATP match and quickly ascended up the ATP rankings the following year. He reached 3 tour-level finals in 2018 and also won his first title at the Stockholm Open. With his first runner-up finish at the Canadian Open, he became the youngest player to defeat 4 top 10 opponents in a single tournament. Since culminating his season with an exhibition title at the Next Gen ATP Finals, Stefanos has become a fixture in the top 10 of the ATP rankings. In 2019 and this year, he reached 2 Grand Slam semifinals at the Australian Open, and in 2020 and this year, he reached another 2 during the French Open. In 2015, at the age of 16, Stefanos qualified for his first event on the ATP Challenger Tour at the Burnley International, but lost his only main draw match to Benjamin Mitchell. The slight setback didn't discourage Stefanos because he went on to win his first future title later on that same year. Throughout the following year, he went on to win a total of 11 such titles, being 5 in singles and 6 in doubles. In 2017, he played his first ATP main draw at the Rotterdam Open, where he unfortunately lost his debut match to the eventual champion, Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, but again not allowing his match to discourage him. He went on to make his Grand Slam debut later that same year as a qualifier at the French Open. After losing in qualifying at the US Open, Stefanos won his first challenger title in Genova. Overall, he qualified for a tour best 8 events during the season, including Wimbledon and Shanghai Masters. However, he did not win a tour level match until the very end of the season when he defeated fellow next-gen player Karen Khachanov in Shanghai. At the European Open in Belgium, he reached his first ATP semifinal as a qualifier. It was this event that catapulted his career even further, because during the event, he upset the hometown favorite and world number 10 David Goffin for his first career top 10 victory. With this run, Stefanos became the first Greek player to be ranked in the top 100 of the ATP rankings. And in case you haven't been keeping track, he achieved all this by the age of only 19. It makes me think, what was I doing when I was 19? Man, while he is undoubtedly one of the best players of all time, he still has some way to go before he can take over from the old guard, being Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic. Though with a current net worth of around 11 million, he's probably well on his way there. It's a good tell. He has used some of his hard-earned money from his millionaire lifestyle to set himself up in Monte Carlo, though it's his extremely luxurious breakaway from Mykonos last year that has everyone talking. He snapped up his very pricey holiday on Instagram, showing fans the villa he rented for a little over $24,000 per week. The breathtaking 6-bedroom house is located just above the world-famous beach of Sorrow and set in a sprawling 5,000 square foot private compound overlooking the beach and the Aegean Sea. Each of the 6 bedrooms boasts an en-suite bathroom and balconies with sea views. According to the Daily Mail, multiple terraces and lounging areas can be seen wrapped around the swimming pool, beside where there's a formal outside dining area shaded by a traditional pergola. If that's how he vacations, just imagine what his house looks like. Unfortunately, we don't have any details on his own home, as he's keeping it all under wraps. We can, however, tell you what he drives. Let's just say his car fits the Monte Carlo mold perfectly. In Stefanos' driveway, you'll find a Ferrari F430, and he himself calls it more than a car. The Italian-produced sports car features a 4.3-liter V8 engine and has a top speed of 196 miles per hour. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds and comes with a starting price of $217,310. His dream car is the Aston Martin Vantage, and he recently told FirstSports.com that if he became ruler of Greece for a day, he would give everyone Aston Martin. Probably didn't know about him is that he's fluent in not 1, not 2, but 3 languages: English, Greek, obviously, and Russian. His mother is of both Russian and Greek descent. He's not exactly hiring right now, but a personal assistant might not be too bad of an idea. He recently tweeted a screenshot showing he had more than 20,000 unread mails. He captioned it, "No one ever got rich checking their email more often." He has 2 Instagram accounts. His primary account is mainly for fans, but since he has an interest in photography, he posts his pictures on Instagram using the pseudonym @SteveTheHawk. In a recent interview with GQ, Stefanos confessed that growing up, he would cry and hide behind cars after losing. He said, "I used to cry a lot when I lost matches. Other times, I reacted even worse. Sometimes I would just freak out and run away from my parents and hide somewhere so they can never find me. I felt so embarrassed, so ashamed of my performance that I couldn't face them or anyone." However, he told the magazine that after he had a near-death experience as a kid, it completely changed how he sees tennis. As a teenager, he almost drowned when swimming in the Mediterranean Sea. He was saved by his father, who helped him to a rock. He says, "The waves were covering us every 2 to 3 seconds, and for the first time in my life, I felt I was seconds from dying. On the courts after this, I was looser and more relaxed." Let's not forget that while he has achieved a great deal so far, he's still quite young, and he has had to grow up quite fast. He also seems more than aware of the fact that he will one day likely form part of a new guard, as is evident in this quote. "I understand that our tennis era is changing, and our top 3 are getting older, and we are the ones that are coming up. Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer have always been there, and they will be there, and what I have to do is go the extra mile and surpass them. One thing is for sure, Stefanos Tsitsipas is one of the ones to watch right now, and hopefully his future will be as bright and as successful as his career has been to date. We think he is a tennis legend in the making." Thanks for watching. That's all we have on Stefanos Tsitsipas for now. Thanks again. Head on over to the comment section, let us know what you thought of this video, or leave us a few suggestions of who you'd like us to cover next.